My name is Jamie Bott. I'm a partner at Rupp Falsgraf. I think a way for women to develop their leadership skills is by finding projects that they can make their own, taking on initiatives maybe within the organization and leading up those initiatives. One thing I would wish for women professionals in the future is that the discussion on inclusiveness is no longer a necessary discussion. What motivates me to go the extra mile is that sense of accomplishment, setting a goal for myself, meeting that goal, and then setting maybe a harder goal and just meeting that next goal. One of my role models and leadership mentors, at least in my professional life, was a partner that I worked for years ago. I greatly admired his calmness under fire mentality and how we would be closing a transaction and he wouldn't let anything bother him. One of my favorite quotes is, "If you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain."
My name is Gwendolyn Bork, and I'm an independent financial advisor with the Leisure Group. Take risks, get out there, step on boards, and the only way to really develop those skills are to actually do it, put them into practice, take chances, and be around other strong women that are also in high levels of leadership. I wish that women were taken as seriously as they should be. We have the ability to really change the world and to affect our community on such a high level. What motivates me to go the extra mile is the next generation. This is a generation that is bleeding for change, that wants to break the social constructs of what has been designed by many, many generations ago. There are two very strong, amazing women in Western New York who have had a huge impact on me. Marsha Rogan, she's from NABO, the National Association of Women Business Owners. She saw potential in me that I didn't even know existed when I first launched my business. And then Audrey Hammernick, she's the deputy mayor of Depew, and this woman single-handedly feeds hundreds of families. Now abide these three: faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love.
Dr. Allison Brashear. I am the Vice President for Health Sciences and the Dean of the Jacobs School of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences at the University at Buffalo. Listen and learn and watch other role models. Secondly, they need to be a sponsor and seek sponsorship. And then the next thing is always respect your values. And lastly, pay it forward. I wish worrying about gender equity would be a thing of the past, that women, when they walk into a room, feel included at every time, that they always have a seat at the table. I'm motivated by patients. I believe that all patients should get the same care that we want for our friends and family. My mother was my role model. She developed community engagement in Indianapolis that continues well after she passed away. Great leaders inspire people to see possibilities and then support them to make those possibilities a reality.
My name is Jody Briandi. I am the president and managing partner of Hurwitz Fine PC. You have to take a risk sometimes. It can be intimidating to put yourself out there when you're doing something for the first time. Leadership happens at all levels, so you may be engaged in leadership and you don't even know it. So start small, lead a project, agree to a speaking opportunity, equity in pay, equity in opportunities, equity in treatment. I am still in the minority of women who hold managing partner positions. And because of that, I am very motivated and compelled to do something with that role in terms of giving back. Leadership happens in all ways and all styles. You don't have to fill a particular mold to be a good leader. Women belong in all places where decisions are being made. It shouldn't be that women are the exception.
Christine Farrow, Commissioner of Jurors for the New York State Unified Court System. I would say they can develop their leadership skills by striving to be a lifelong learner. That way you are prepared when a new challenge or a new opportunity presents itself. The one thing I would wish for, that we would live in a society when women of color in leadership, it's a normal thing and not just a rare occurrence. We deserve to be in all places and spaces. There are far too many women in my life that have sacrificed things for me to get where I am. Far too many women that have poured into me, that have mentored me. I know everything that I do is a reflection of what they have provided to me. So doing the bare minimum is never an option for me. I focus everything that I do on serving for the greater good, as well as spending a lot of time uplifting people, motivating people. Maggie Coombe from Buffalo, she says, always speak the truth, even if your voice shakes.
Hi, I'm Alicia Fellows. I'm the Executive Director of Person-Centered Services. Women can develop their leadership skills through a variety of ways. Constant lifelong learning and paying attention to people, really being in tune with why you're here, the people that you're there with, and what they need. So I think what I wish the most is for women to know that they can have whatever it is they want, that they don't need to fit into a box. Whatever your focus is and whatever you want may change over time, and that's okay. I am really, really lucky to work for a company, and I have my whole career that is focused on improving lives of people with developmental disabilities. When things get hard, it's really easy to take a step back and say, why am I here? And what is our ultimate mission? And what are we trying to do? I take a little bit away from a lot of different people in my life. I've learned, to take time and listen to people. I've learned to never give up. I've learned to figure out a way to make things work for people. So a variety of things. Do the best you can until you know better, and then do better.
My name is Katie Gorman. I'm the Director of Corporate Social Responsibility and Strategic Initiatives for Delaware North. Women can develop leadership skills by participating in an ecosystem of female mentorship. Not only do you gain knowledge and insights from your mentors, but then you gain confidence when you teach other women. I think that women are natural collaborators. We seek compromise, we seek common ground. And my hope for the future is that greater value will be placed on these traits and that it will propel more women into leadership. I am motivated by the incredible nonprofit leaders in Western New York. They are the most talented, most dedicated workforce that we have. My role models are my mom and dad. They have always demonstrated commitment and grace and patience, both professionally and personally. My mom taught special ed her whole career, and my dad always led a large workforce with people from all different backgrounds and levels of skill. Find a group of people who challenge and inspire you. Spend a lot of time with them, and it will change your life.
My name is Tyra Johnson-Hux. I work for a local initiative support corporation, and I am the Western New York Operations Director. Knowing what other people may think of you or say about you is a way to help you build your personal brand. Take an assessment of what you think your strengths are and what you think that you can do better at. And I would also ask friends and family. It helps to kind of take a quick check-in with people to determine if what you think is reality is actually what other people are seeing. A lot of women recently have removed themselves from the workforce, or they've cut down on the hours that they work simply because they are the primary caregivers. And I'm hoping we will get to a point where being a caregiver is more celebrated. I work with a lot of different people, and oftentimes I see people in situations that are unfortunate. They motivate me, paired with the gratitude I have for what is available to me, makes me just want to do better. Be the change that you want to see.
My name is Chantel Patton, the founder and CEO of That Brown Bag. And seeking out knowledge and information and asking the questions and finding mentorship, finding someone who you trust, who has been there before you. Sometimes I think we focus on trying to reinvent the wheel versus trying to perfect it. The one thing I would wish for women professionals in the future is a more equitable landscape, more opportunities given to us without the, but she's a woman, just because she does great work should be the reason why. Seeing my brother or my sister succeed means I'm successful as well. That's what keeps me going. My favorite quote is going to be my tagline. So to quote myself, Black business is my business.
My name is Daniela Piper, and I'm the Regional Manager of Western New York and Chief Transformation Officer for the New York Power Authority. I think we as women have to take more risks. I think sometimes there may be opportunities that are low risk, like leading an employee resource group that provides you with an opportunity to build your leadership skill, to build your network. I wish that women professionals are recognized financially for the value that they bring to the workplace. It is shown by evidence that workplaces that are diverse, that include representation from more females, actually provide better outcomes financially, and what we call the soft skills that women bring to the workplace, whether it's in communication, collaboration, coaching, those actually produce better outcomes in the workplace. I'm very passionate about what we do at the New York Port Authority. We have a purpose and we have a huge impact on New York State in terms of economic development and addressing climate change and the challenges that we now face. I'm motivated to empower them to do great things. My role models were my parents. My dad, who is an electrician, he is a very hard worker, and he put time and attention into everything that he did. He wanted to do it to the best of his ability, and he was very, very organized. We must comfort the afflicted and afflict the comfortable.